All right, now the markets are mixed. Now, the markets were up earlier. The Dow was up 200 points. And these markets have been up I don't know how many days in a row. And it wouldn't surprise me if this market reverses, turns around and closes green. And we might very well be up 1,000 points tomorrow. We may hit Dow 43,000 tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me. Now, as the economy gets worse, they're going to take these markets even higher. They're going to pump it like never before. And they're going to put so much lipstick, eyeliner, mascara on this pig that you'll put a ring on it, take it home to your mother, and she'll be proud. That's going to be the only way they're going to be able to convince this public that the economy is doing great. They're going to use the indexes being green. That's what they're going to be able to point to while every other metric is in the trash. They're going to point to the markets and say, look, see how great this economy is? Now, when it gets close to the election or right after the election, especially between the election and inauguration day, they really don't care. So they're going to allow all the crises to emerge. They're going to pull back the covers and allow the boogeyman to come out. Now, we had retail sales come out this morning, and they came in better than expected. And it was actually up 1% month over month. Now, that's despite the decline in gasoline sales and auto sales. So good news there. Now, the bankruptcies, they continue. Now, we had the company Tupperware. They've announced that they're likely going to be filing for bankruptcy. Now, if you followed this channel about 6 months ago, I did a few videos on Tupperware and how they had moved production out of the United States. There's no more production of Tupperware in the U.S. They moved their factories to Mexico. And this is a slap in the face that you would do away with American workers, move all your production to Mexico, and then file for bankruptcy. And they're likely not going to be the only ones. This is probably going to be repetitive across many companies. But it just shows you these companies, they're trying to get far away from U.S. workers. And it doesn't matter what type of corporate tax breaks they get, or even if the corporate tax rate is zero. They have no plans to bring workers back to the U.S. The only workers of these U.S. companies that will be here will be the top executives. All of the other workers will be outside of the U.S. And I believe it's just going to get worse for U.S. workers. Now we have Boeing workers continuing to strike. And Boeing announced yesterday that they're beginning a hiring freeze in efforts to control cash burn. And what's likely to be next is they're going to cut that dividend, and you're going to see this stock fall further. Now, this stock has been continually hitting 52-week lows, and most likely it's going to continue hitting down. Now, commodities, they're extending their gains from yesterday. Oil is now approaching $72 a barrel. And some of those agricultural commodities, they're back at brand new all-time highs. Coffee, orange juice. Every day, these commodities are inching up. And the money flow, once the Fed gets in this cut rate cycle, is going to be into commodities. And again, we're going to be back at square number one talking about high inflation during the first quarter of next year. Now, precious metals, they're taking a breather. But I can't emphasize enough that this economy is headed down. The layoffs, they continue. The factories, they continue closing up. And more people, they're getting behind on bills. And the only way the government is going to convince you that this economy is not doing bad is they're going to show you a green stock market, and they're going to point to it and portray it everywhere. They're going to make you believe you're getting a great, juicy hamburger, but in reality, you're getting a piece of bologna. Now, this market's mixed, but again, it could turn around and be green by the close. This quick stock market commentary, please like and subscribe.